Hello and welcome back to my Dandelion Diaries for day 20 of Inkmas continued with Colorverse. I'm really hoping the trend continues for a fantastic ink today because yesterday's ink was just gorgeous. So I'm honestly kind of excited to open today's door. We only have 20, 21, 22, 23, and 24 left. So the pressure is on, Colorverse. Let's see what we get. Okay, aside from me totally like mangling this door, the ink is called 𝗦𝘃𝗽𝗆. I'm scared. The door says, a white hole is the opposite of a black hole, and the color is inspired by the theoretical celestial object that emits matter and energy. Okay. I don't know what to say with this one. It's a standard. It looks like it's going to be a light ink, which makes sense considering the sticker is practically white. Yeah. I'm at a loss of words. Let me just swatch it out and see what happens. I'm still at a loss of words for this one. I don't think I've ever experienced a white ink before, and I don't really know how to classify this one because it looks kind of gray, like an incredibly light gray, like just a tinge of gray, but it also has a blueness to it to where it's almost like super duper sky blue, like washed out sky blue. Like this is the color of water, right? Like if you think of water sitting in a glass, this is what water kind of looks like. I don't know. I really am at a loss of words. Like I have no diction. I have no vocabulary. It's just, this ink has left me speechless. And I don't know if it's a good speechless or a bad speechless, because I really don't think I've ever seen another ink like this. And I've played with a lot of ink. This one's pretty wild. Yeah, okay. I'm gonna stick with my description and that it's kind of like a light gray blue, and it does resemble like ice water to me, or ice cubes even. Yeah, it's very unique, very unique. I do find it interesting that we've gotten another light chroma shader. I do think Colorverse does light chroma shaders very well, and I am happy to see that this one is very different than 𝗦𝘃𝗽𝗏 Glow and Morning Glow. But I don't know if I think I would have preferred a darker ink again, but we had yesterday's ink and Eclipse Silence and NGC 2264, and now we have this one in addition to Morning Glow. I don't know. I'm at a loss for this one. I'm just gonna compare swatches because I don't know what else to say about this one. Okay, so I'm gonna compare this to gray and blue and maybe teal. I think that's the main things I'm seeing with this one. I really don't know how to describe this color to you guys other than it looks like water, like a glass of drinking water. Purified water, distilled water? I don't know. Okay, let's just see what I got. Yeah, I honestly, I don't think I've ever seen a color this light in ink ever. This is 𝗬𝗛𝗏𝗏𝗏 Document Light Gray, which is the lightest ink I think I have in my entire collection. So it's nice to see that it's slightly darker than that, but it's still really freaking light. And it's definitely more blue. Gosh, I don't, yeah, I have no idea how to classify this ink. Yeah, jeez. I mean, this is Colorverse Monkey Head Nebula Glistening, which is a great ink by Colorverse, and this white hole is still much lighter than that one. This is Verso Press Blue Cotton Candy, which I guess would be like the teal version, maybe, of white hole, but I still feel like it's lighter. I don't know. I don't know. I really don't know. Blue Cotton Candy is impossible to see in writing. Okay. It's kind of close to Fiercel Press's Unfettered Flight, but the shading is definitely different, and Unfettered Flight seems to be much more blue, which makes sense, considering this one's pretty gray. Yeah, I don't know on this one, guys. I don't know. Here's Wearingle's Alice, which is another one of those kind of like light baby blue colors. Alice has golden shimmer with it though, and is legible. At least to me in a medium nib and up, it's legible. So maybe white hole will be legible. It does look like it's going to have decent enough shading that it would probably be okay in like a broader nibbed pen if you like to write with something that chunky, that bold. But I don't see this one working well for a super extra fine nib or anything. This is Vinta's Kiss Lap, which is a Vanessa exclusive from Vanessa Pens. It's kind of similar to this one. I feel like white hole is still much lighter, much more washed out, unsaturated, and Kiss Lap has this kind of really crazy blue silvery shimmer in it, and I think the shading goes a little bit darker, but yeah. Here's Colorverse Matter, which is a really cool ink that was given to me by a pen friend, and the shading in Matter goes all the way to a more medium gray, which makes it really legible. Yeah, I'm at a loss for this one, guys. I really am. I don't know what to say. I really don't. White hole, ladies and gentlemen. White hole. I don't know. I don't know how to describe this. It's like a white ink, but it's not at the same time. I don't know. I'm just gonna write with it, and I'll see how a full page of this looks, because it's a very cool ink, very unique. I would have been happy to see this at the beginning of the calendar, because right now I'm kind of at a loss. But yeah, really cool. Let me write a full page with it. Okay, and here we have the writing sample. I don't even know if the camera can focus well enough on the writing. It is so incredibly light. Yeah, even in the fattest edge of the Fude nib I have, it is completely illegible for me. In the smaller writing, don't even get me started. I honestly don't even know what I wrote here, and I was trying my best to copy the A Christmas Story. So yeah, not a legible ink in the slightest. I do think in calligraphy it would look kind of cool. This is still kind of wet up here, but this is by far a painting ink only, unless you want to have a bit of an ink mixing party and see if you can darken it to whatever you want. But yeah, it's an interesting one. It's a unique one. I don't really know how I feel about it, considering I usually use my inks primarily for writing. I think we've gotten a lot of very light inks in the Colorvent that have been more for artistry, I would say, over journaling. So there's that. But I will give it to Colorverse that this ink is something I have never seen before, in the sense of it is like a white ink, but it's not a white ink at the same time. Yeah. It's kind of cool. It's definitely kind of cool. What do you guys think about this one? Day 20, you know, we got 4 days left, and this is where we're at now. Kind of want to go back to yesterday's ink. Yesterday's ink was really cool, but yeah, I'm thinking today's ink day was not a great ink day, but at least it was an interesting ink day. Yeah. Anyways, I hope you're having a great day. I hope you're getting ready for the holidays. I hope you're taking it easy at work or doing whatever you're doing, that you're taking it easy. Yeah, Merry Christmas. Be blessed. Hopefully tomorrow we'll get something that's a bit more legible, and I hope to also see you then. Bye.